Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Just Talk About Sports. I'm Ethan.
I'm Matthew.
I'm Jackson.
And Matt, what are we doing today?
Talking about sports.
Thank you. This is our 27th episode, part 3. Whoa, 3 parts in one day, or basically 3 days of us recording. We're getting it all. We're punching it all out today, talking about as much as we can because today we're going to be covering the NBA 2K21 and what our reactions are and basically what our predictions are because basically the NBA 2K released their covers with Damian Lillard on basically the previous consoles for the PS4 and the Xbox. And then they also have Zion for the basically PS5 and the basically the Xbox. I don't remember the name of it.
Series, whatever it is. Yeah, we get it.
But whatever it's called, the refrigerator. And then we have we have 2 versions for the Legends Edition, otherwise known as the Mamba Forever. We have the Kobe, which the NBA 2K thankfully honored Kobe by putting him on the basically original cover as him wearing the number 8, where he's going to be for the PS4 and the other Xbox. And they have for the newer version, they're going to have Kobe in his 24 uniform. And basically those are the 3 different colors that they have released. They also released a trailer of Zion Williamson where he's dripping of sweat, to say the least. He's makes look very realistic, but as we all know with 2K trailers, it's never really as it looks in the trailer. So basically with all this stuff coming up on the NBA 2K 21, what is your reaction to how the game is going to look, and what do you guys have any predictions or hopes and dreams that they will have in the NBA 2K21?
I'll start with this. I think that with 2K21, we're hoping for better than what we got this year. At least I think we can start there, right? Got a whole damn new console to work with in the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. They're dropping PC. Not like that really matters, but something that I thought would be just noted. I think that they bring in Dame and Zion for their covers. I think Dame has deserved one. I think it's super cool that he gets one. I don't want to talk about Zion, at least not yet, because he's pretty much played as many games in the NBA as Anthony Bennett did. But I think that they just need to fix a lot of things, and I don't want this to turn into Madden, where the game has literally felt the same for like 10 years. And right now, 2K is on that path of like 17 kind of felt the same as 18, and 18 didn't really feel as much as 19, and 19 and 20 are literally the same game. And so I feel like you have to at some point add something that makes the game feel different and makes it worth it for another $60 if you're buying the regular version, or $100 for the deluxe version or the Kobe editions of these. You have to make it worth it, and you have to make it different than the previous. And I feel like they have not done that for quite some time now. They have to work on that in order for this game to be considered successful.
Yeah. I'm just really hoping for something better than 20. I will slightly disagree. I've played 2K17 through 2K19, and obviously previous ones like 16, 15, 12, 10. And at least through the past few years, every game has felt different. And there is a big difference in gameplay between 19 and 20. I will say that.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I definitely agree. Hopefully it doesn't turn into Madden. At least 2K seems to have a lot of passion for the NBA, and they seem to want to try and do different things. One thing I hope they do bring back is the Draft Champions mode. They had that in 2K18, and it was really fun. And then for whatever reason, they didn't bring it back. So I hope they bring it back again. I do have faith that it's going to be a fantastic game because we've seen what happens when 2K jumps a console between 2K13 and 2K14. 2K14 is one of the best 2Ks ever, and that was the first one on the PS4.
Oh, it was. I don't even think we need to argue that. I think that was.
So they seem to do pretty well the first few years. A new console's out, 2K14, 15, and obviously 16 is probably the best of the current generation. It's just after that where they struggle. So going quickly over the covers, I obviously love Damian Lillard, definitely deserved. Could have done a little bit more with it. I've seen some designs on Twitter, and I prefer those designs over it. Obviously, no complaints and no argument with the Kobe editions. I think they did a really good job. Um, and yeah, I do have to say the Zion edition is a little premature. I keep seeing posts on Twitter. Um, it took LeBron 10 years to get on a cover of 2K, but it took Zion 19 games. And there's a lot. I think they should have put like a Luka Doncic, or if they still wanted to put a rookie on there, put in John Morant. So don't get me wrong. I think it's fine that they put Zion on there. It's just there are more people deserving, and the reason they did it is for marketing. That's the
Oh yeah.
that's the only reason. And just a quick tidbit on that trailer: it's pre-alpha footage, so it's in the very early stages. So hopefully they'll send out a beta at some point in the near future, and we'll be able to see what it's like.
Yeah, at least compared to you guys, for me, I have not really played any of the 2K games. I've played them at friends' house. That's the best I can get because I don't have a console. The best I have is a Wii, and it's been a very long time since they came out with one on a Wii. So, but I could still give some input because I do like have some knowledge of it. But like with the covers, I mean, it's great to see Damian Lillard finally get one. He's been very well deserved after basically he's proved himself. Hopefully. I've seen all this stuff about how they're letting, I think, like Damian Lillard, and even in like Madden, I think whatever Madden, they're letting Lamar Jackson pick the music for Madden. So I'm thinking like, why don't they put like one of Damian Lillard's songs in NBA 2K21 since he's finally on the cover, make it more unique, make it basically fun, at least for the players. Obviously, the Kobe one is by far one of the best covers they've ever made, and it's very great. It basically honors Kobe very, very well. And then the Zion one, obviously, I'm the same with you guys. Zion, I mean, yes, for the marketing purposes, but the man's barely played any games at all. And I don't know if he deserves, he kind of does just for the marketing purpose, but this early in his career to already be on a cover, I don't know if he is really well deserved, but we'll see if he proves himself in the playoffs for the cover wise. And then what people are looking for in 2K in the future, I mean, I don't really know because I barely play. So for the future, I think I might have to make an investment either in the PS4 or even maybe the PS5 just to see how the graphics are because what people have been talking about this PS5, they're hyping it up a lot. Like the fact that it could load up 2K in like very quick. Like I'm pretty sure they said like in 10 seconds they could load up 2K, which is unbelievable. And then the graphics are supposed to be even better. So I'm very, very curious to see how this is going to be run and basically how the 2K is going to come out on the PS5. We'll see how it works on the PS4. And if the PS5 is too much money, I'll probably have to invest in a PS4 to play 2K21. Maybe finally join the hype over around it because I've watched so many people play it, but I haven't played it. But I think for this 2K21, it's looking a little bit brighter than previous 2Ks, and hopefully they will make the game a little bit better. And hopefully Ronnie 2K doesn't ruin it.
Yeah, hopefully he doesn't lie about anything that's going to be in the game, like the neighborhood. That's not the neighborhood.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, this is Ronnie saying, buddy. I don't really expect much from him at all. But I have a problem with Zion being the cover here. Just plain and simple. Not going to lie. Why? I mean, that's it. Why? It's way too early. 19 games into his career. This just gives me Peyton Hillis vibes. If you know who Peyton Hillis is, Matt 12 cover, Browns running back in the day. And if you probably don't know who Peyton Hillis is, and there's a good reason for it. But this just is like, it's extremely premature. For a guy who's played 19 games, we already know does not have the greatest in terms of health and physical conditioning, even though he looks like an absolute guy that you would never want to run into in the streets ever. But I think that Zion being the cover, as cool as it is and as good of a market that it's going to draw, I'm not sure that this was the time to run it. And I think that the Zion cover looks really good in my opinion. I think that one looks really good. I don't need to say anything about the Kobe covers. They're the best covers I've ever made. Don't argue with me on that one either. I don't think you can really argue. And then the damn cover looks awful. I'm sorry. It just doesn't look good at all. I think that the fan arts that they did with the Kobe covers look so good that, there's people out there with such good talent in terms of, we've seen all the Kobe murals after he passed and what people were able to do with art in a way for them to escape with that I feel like if they bring it to the fans and do some art for future cover athletes, I think that would be super cool. But I feel like Luka should have definitely been next gen. The way he's been playing early on, I feel as though he could get the cover here and people wouldn't be as like, okay, why? Truly, I think that Zion was too early.
Mm-hmm. Very premature for Zion to get on there, but I think that's obviously, I was reading about like the Damian Lillard too. They were like kids like 17 years old that were making better covers than the one that 2K put out. Just kind of funny for that whole point, but obviously we're just really hoping for the 2K to be better in some type of way. I mean, Jackson, got anything else to add before I end it? Any?
No,
for all you, go for it. Sorry.
I just hope that they have a lot of passion for it and do some of their best work.
And
something I wanted to add really quickly is the fact that I feel as though what we saw at the end of this year is a lack of content almost in terms of not really my team. They've been pushing content out all year, but like the My Leagues never get updated, the My Careers, like team rosters. And I get that it's kind of hard to do it with the NBA season being suspended. But if you really care about your game, I feel like that update needs to be year-round, constant. And like for neighborhood and park players, they don't necessarily get that for 2K. And so I feel as though they show a lot more love to my team than they do any other mode on 2K. And I feel as though, as good as it is for me, because that's all I play, I feel as though you need to show love to other platforms as well.
Yep. So thank you for that final thoughts, Matthew, as we'll probably ending our part 3 of our Just Talking About Sports, episode 27, because we are deciding to do all of it in one day. Whoop-de-doo, because we're a little bit busy this week, but that's besides the point. But besides that, though, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.
See you, everybody.
Bye.